welcome. Grand Rising, everyone, and welcome back to the Grand Rising Elizabeth Show. Today we have Deetra, my co host, and Deetra is passionate. And when I say she's passionate, that girl is passionate about being an herbalist, and she's a strong advocate for natural health and wellness. She's dedicated to helping people understand how the body heals itself when we nourish it the right way. So today she is going to be sharing our very powerful insights on the topic of the mitochondria, these tiny powerhouses of our cells, and how supporting them may actually help you reverse aging. So help me welcome Deetra Covington.
Grand Rising, thank you so much, Sister Stacy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want to thank everyone for being here. You know, your presence means a lot, truly. Because, I realize I can't do this by myself. And it's your energy too that helps me. So thank you, thank you. Yeah, so today I'm going to talk about the mighty mitochondria, how to reverse aging. It's interesting that I'm talking about this because I had to think about it. I haven't even the word mitochondria is something new to me actually, because all my years I never knew anything about mitochondria. It might have crossed my path somewhere in my reading, but I never took it seriously. So for me to go into it right now, it's a learning experience. And I'm glad you all are here to learn with me. I want to start with mitochondria because some people it still might be new to you. But I want to say what are mitochondria? Mitochondria are tiny structures inside almost every cell in our body. So they're moving around all the time, but they're in there. They're often called the powerhouses of the cell because they produce ATP. Now I'm going to attempt this word, bear with me, adenosine triphosphate, the energy that powers everything your body does. That's that's pretty major. I mean, the energy that powers everything your body does. So everything we do, those mitochondria are helping. They're working. Every heartbeat, thought, movement, and healing process depends on mitochondrial energy. Woo, okay. When mitochondria work well, the body functions with strength, vitality, and repair. When they decline, we begin to see aging symptoms. So that's important to make note of. Let's see, I think we have someone saying something. Sharonda. Oh, I'll take a look at that a little later. Okay, mitochondria are often called the powerhouses of the cell. They produce the energy molecule ATP, as I said before, adenosine triphosphate, that fuels nearly every process in the body. When mitochondria functions well, cells repair faster, inflammation stays low, and tissues stay youthful. When they decline, the body begins to show signs of aging and disease. So that's something to think about when we start seeing little signs of our bodies getting aging a little bit. Some things happen. Let me let me bring my screen up. How about that? Oh, this is funny. Okay, power. I know I ain't even getting I'm moving right along. Okay, from the beginning. Okay, here's me and my hostess. My hostess and I, Sister Nurse Stacy. And this is a
We don't see it, honey.
Oh, you don't? Oh, thanks for letting me know. Okay, let me escape out of here. Let me try it again. How about that? Okay. Share. Okay. Let's see. I think this is it.
Here you go.
Okay. Okay. Let me escape. Oh, it's interesting when the day comes up. Little challenges. Don't we love it?
Part of life.
I know, right? Okay. Can you see the picture?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
good. Let me try to get this straightened out though. Oh goodness. Slideshow. Start from the beginning. All
There
right.
you go.
Yay. Thank you, Queen, for getting me
Hmm.
straight. Okay. Mighty mitochondria. This is a photo of mitochondria. It says damage, the one on the left, and a healthy one on the right. But they're little things. I mean, it's the picture doesn't really demonstrate how little these things are in our bodies because they're not this big, truly. But the cells are very small. We have thousands upon thousands of them. But just to know, they're around there. They're working all the time. Even when we don't think about it. Right now, they're working in my body. Okay, and we talked about this. What are mitochondria? The powerhouses of the cell. It produces ATP and improving mitochondrial health slows and reverses aging. So just keep in mind that this is important. And it's something to keep in mind that mitochondria is happening in the body. I mean, they're moving, they're doing what they need to do. Thank goodness. Because if I had to think about it, I don't know. Okay. I want us to think about something. What if aging was not just about getting older, but about losing cellular energy? Does that mean anything to anybody?
It does to me
Okay.
because um, we have what we call metabolic aging and natural aging. Like
Okay.
I might be 63 years old, but my metabolic health might be 70.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so it's very important to know about this cellular stuff that's going on and why some people can age um, without even being aware that unless they get their numbers or monitor it. So yeah, it means a lot to me.
Okay.
Mhm.
Stacy, if you could, how do you find out your metabolic age?
Oh, you know what? I have a scale. I have two of them now. One of them I just ordered, I don't like so much. It's called HUME, and you actually stand on your scale and it measures all parts of your body.
Okay.
It measures your weight, your basic metabolic index, which is your BMI.
Okay.
It also measures your body fat, your fat-free body weight,
Well, that's neat.
subcutaneous fat, muscle mass, bone mass, protein, your basic metabolic rate, how much your body actually calories you take in that at rest. And then it measures your metabolic age. So
Wow.
yesterday my metabolic age was 69, today is 70. So yeah,
Interesting. But
it's
thanks for
different.
sharing that. And I do believe in a past show you did talk about that
Mhm.
scale.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's look at this other thought-provoking question. Have you ever wondered why some people age faster than others? Has anyone ever thought about that or not?
Well, I thought about it from the sense of when you look at people's lives, the ones that you are actually making those thoughts about.
Yeah,
And you see that they, maybe they drink a lot or they on drugs, all
right.
of those types of things. But otherwise, and then you look at somebody that exercises all the time, very aware of what they're eating,
Uh-huh.
how much they're eating, how they think,
Right.
all of those things, I think contribute to your aging. Are you happy?
Yeah.
Or do you have a lot of drama in your life? I think that ages you as well. And your atmosphere,
Mhm.
like if you live in a place where they're bombing or
Right.
versus a place where they are there's a lot of joy and happiness and the sun comes out all the time. I think all of that, that's how I've looked at, made those thoughts.
Okay.
And, they don't really have to be look that old. You think that they're older. And I think that that's one of the reasons why people say, um, you don't look that old. You don't look
Right.
70. You don't look 50. You don't look,
Right.
that type of thing. And then now you see people that are 100, over 100, 105, 115 and stuff like that. But then
Uh-huh.
you look at their surroundings, those particular things, which I think contribute to what is happening in your life, the that thing, right?
Mitochondria.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. So because in so many times they can change that around. Like, wow, you really look good, when you
That's
see
true.
them
That's
10
right.
years later because they changed their uh their way of living.
Yes. Thank you
Yeah.
for sharing that. That's a good point though, truly. And we actually have a hand, Miss Sharonda.
He gave a great, thorough answer. But I was just gonna say, stress and lifestyle
Yeah.
Yes.
and sleep
Good point.
and
Yes.
hobbies and habits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great point because what you said just made me think about the people you hang around.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you could be with people that will stress you out or do something or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It- that can happen. That that can age you, truly.
Yeah.
Uh,
Raising kids age you.
right,
And
right,
then
right.
when they
Oh
get
goodness.
adults, they age you.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah,
Okay.
environment is very important.
Yes. Okay, let's see here. Can I let me go to okay, good. What does it say? What is aging? Aging is a gradual decline of cellular function, cellular damage, because the cells can be damaged to reduce energy, as we read about mitochondria. If you do something with that, with mitochondria, it can reduce your energy, inflammation, and oxidative stress. And for this one, I actually looked it up. Oxidative stress. It gave an example, and it's pretty telling because it's when like you have an apple and you bite it and then you leave it out, with that bite in there, and then it starts turning brown. That's an example of oxidative stress. That apple is stressed because it's been exposed to air. Um, you know what, Nurse Stacy, you might can give a little more explanation of oxidative stress if you can. I don't want to put you on the spot, but
Oh yeah, it's like one of the biggest causes of stress, oxidative stress, one of the biggest causes. Um,
uh-huh.
it happens when the body has too many like free radicals going on and not
Okay.
enough antioxidants to neutralize those free radicals. And
Okay.
they're the when they become unstable like that, the molecules actually damage the DNA and the protein in the cell membranes. And so
Mm.
that's what happens in oxidative stress. You just the cells get damaged because you just got too much stuff going on, free radicals, like I said,
Right.
not enough antioxidants. Yeah.
You know what? And what this brings to mind is that sometimes I remember my father had cancer,
Mhm.
and then he had to have an operation. They had to open his body up, and it seemed
Mm.
like after they did that, maybe it was oxidative stress. I'm thinking
Mhm.
that air got into his body and spread that cancer all around.
Wow.
So that makes sense to me. I'm just thinking
Yeah.
about,
The
when
oxidative
air.
stresses is like what they were saying, like pollution or
Uh-huh.
chronic stress, or another thing, smoking or
Okay.
processed foods or excess sugar is free radicals, considered free radicals that cause oxidative stress.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, thanks for sharing that. Anybody else has anything they want to say at this point before I move on? Okay. Okay. How mitochondria influences aging. Okay. Okay. Now we have reduced energy production, like I said once before. Damaged mitochondria produce less ATP, causing fatigue, brain fog, muscle weakness, and slower healing. So those are things we need to keep in mind as we go through life and stuff happens. Because we all go through reduced energy. Let me stop saying we. I go through reduced energy. And sometimes I get fatigue, sometimes brain fog, muscle weakness, and slower healing. So those are things I have to keep in mind when it starts happening, to understand that mitochondria is affected by whatever I'm going through. Ketogenic or low carb nutrition. Ketones are a clean fuel source for mitochondria. The benefits: improve energy production, reduce oxidative stress, as we talked about a little while ago, increase mitochondrial efficiency. Let me say that right. Increase mitochondrial efficiency. So the mitochondria can work very effectively. And healthy fats that support mitochondria is avocado, olive oil, MCT oil, and omega 3 fats. And I'll repeat that too, just in case people want to have, just have access to them in your home. Avocado, olive oil, MCT oil, and omega 3 fats. Okay, then we're going to go to intermittent fasting. Fasting activates autophagy and mitophagy. These processes remove damaged mitochondria and replace them with healthier ones. Because sometimes the mitochondria, they're going to go through things and you want to remove them, give space for something good, some good ones. Sleep and lymphatic system. Deep sleep activates the lymphatic system because, I went over that before, and that was strictly stress, that the only way the lymphatic system will work in your brain is when you sleep. So sleep is very important because at that time it clears toxins from the brain that damage mitochondria. So it's important that we make sure that things are cleaning and doing what they need to do. But a lot of things happen in sleep. Sleep also regulates hormones and cellular repair. So woo-wee. So if you can get to sleep and can stay asleep as long as you can, that's a good thing. Okay, key nutrients for mitochondria. Important nutrients include CoQ10. It supports ATP production. I've heard that. I've seen the medicine in the health food stores, the CoQ10.
CoQ10.
Oh, okay. It's CoQ10. I mean, what? Say it again, please.
CoQ10, getting to the
Oh,
to your body on a cellular level
Oh,
and really fast.
CoQ10. Okay, okay. Does anyone take this?
Never taken it. I've seen it in the stores, and I often wondered if I could take it.
Okay.
I've never taken it.
Yeah, me either. But it supports ATP production. We know how important that is. ATP, that gets the cells working. Magnesium, B vitamins. Oh, magnesium is good for is required for energy reactions. B vitamins, essential for mitochondrial enzymes. And alpha lipoic acid, powerful mitochondrial antioxidant. Okay, now here's another one. Please be patient with me. I'm going to try to pronounce it. PQQ. I think it's pyroquinoline, quinone. It stimulates new mitochondria. I don't know if I said that right, Sister Stacy. I'd probably murder it.
Can't help you with that one.
Okay, but it's a PQQ. So if you ever see that, know that it's good for your mitochondria.
Is that something like L-carnitine?
You asking me? You ask somebody else. I don't know. L-carnitine. I ain't never heard that one yet.
Can you spell that again?
Okay. Okay. PQQ is the letters, but the name of it is PYRROLOQUINOLINE space Q. This is another word. QUINONE.
QUINONE?
Yes. Yes. That's the other Q in this word. It's PQQ.
Pyroquinoline.
Oh, you said that so nice.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's something we can look up.
Quinone. Pyroquinoline quinone.
Okay.
I can say that quinone because it's almost like quinoa.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that works out. And then another thing is cold exposure. And we talked about that before in the past show too. Cold exposure activates mitochondrial density in brown fat, which improves metabolic health. Examples: cold showers, ice baths, cold air exposure. So that's something you can, it's easier said than done, I will say that. But it's something that's good for our bodies. Every now and then, get a little chill on you. I mean, get cold too. Yeah. So believe it or not, I can come back to the big screen. Okay, escape out of this. Okay. Now I shared a little bit about mitochondria and reversing aging. Um, did anyone gain anything from this?
Yeah.
You have some takeaways? Anybody have any takeaways?
I think one of the things it was what Stacy taught on it as well. Actually, all the stuff that it doesn't matter how tiny. It's like the tinier the things get, the cells or whatever get, they're so powerful. And inside of that, like the mitochondria, inside of that, there's something else.
Yes.
Inside of that, there's something else. Inside of that, it's like everything always existed. I don't know how God did that.
I know.
Nothing is like in the beginning, everything just was, and everything has something else, another universe inside of it. And
Yeah,
no matter how small, it gets smaller and smaller to our eyes, so that we don't even see it. We don't see it, but it exists. Everything, everything. That's amazing to me.
it really is. I mean, sometimes I'm so thankful that this system that I walk around with every day does not rely on me to run it.
Oh, yes.
I'm like, oh goodness. I'm glad that some of these um parts of my body are being run without me even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
making
Right.
sure I can keep going.
And I was also wanting to know, like, Stacy, you was talking about the machine, or the what you have where you can test all the things that you were saying. That machine, it's a machine, right?
It's a scale.
It's a scale, right?
One is
And
called a
so
Hume, and another one is called a Renfro scale, and it measures all of these different parts of your body.
that's amazing. And so I've seen
You
them
being able to see how
advertised.
your body is aging. Mhm.
Yeah, where they
It
can
helps you.
detect if you have cancer or something now, where you had to go through the whole process of going to the doctor and doing all that, where now you can buy something and it attests if you have cancer, way before you get to the point where you have to go to chemo and stuff like that.
Mm.
Have you heard of that?
I've heard of something like that, but that's not the scale.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying how, well, just like AI, now they have that where it can determine whether
Mhm.
you're dealing with some type of virus, or
Mhm.
cancer would be what's um oh, was cancer's not a virus, but anyway, if you're dealing with something like diabetes and stuff like that, it can test your body and let you know what you are about to deal with, or what's inside of you.
Yeah, but I think those are like blood tests. Some way they can you test your blood.
Oh, okay.
That would be the way to do that. That's
Yeah.
because that's the blood tells a lot about what's going on in our bodies. See
Okay.
all the cells and stuff.
Yeah. But you can buy that over the counter now, right?
I,
I've never
I'm
heard of
testing my
that
blood
buying.
every. Go ahead.
I never heard of buying stuff to test your blood work. Like what Deetra does might be a little bit indicative of being able to find out what's going on with you.
Okay.
What I taught about, I think it was the last show I did about knowing your numbers.
Yeah.
When you know your numbers, then you can ask ChatGPT questions like, why is my hemoglobin low? Or
Yeah,
why
that's
is
true.
my potassium high? Or what's going on with my magnesium? And what diseases are a result of my magnesium being high? Or what diseases are a result of my magnesium being low? So you can kind of like do deep dives once you have those numbers, to try to get your doctor involved or whoever else involved into trying to find out what's going on you, and then do a deep dive and trying to figure out how do you reverse it.
Yeah. That was the word I was looking for, disease. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
and thank you, Sharonda, for mentioning blood cell analysis, because
Uh-huh.
that's what I do. I go into the blood and look at different things like that. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a
Mm-hmm.
good sign. Good point.
And what you were saying, Queen, when you said you got the cell and something inside of that, and then something inside of that, and then something inside of that, there's actually like 9 parts, 10 parts of the cell that you would really have to do a really deep dive, because
Yeah.
mitochondria is one part of the cell, but there's like 10 more different parts of the cell that we don't even, we haven't even discussed.
Mm.
Right. but they're
Mhm.
important.
Yeah, they're called organelles.
Organelles.
Like inside our body, we have all of these organs. Inside of our cells, we have these organelles.
Right.
And so it's pretty amazing to try to figure out what all of these things do and what could disrupt them and all of this kind of stuff. And it's interesting.
It
Mhm.
is.
It's,
It's
To
so
say the least.
interesting
yeah, I'm one of those
because
deep divers. Hmm.
about 3 years ago, probably early when we started doing this show,
Mm-hmm.
I said I wanted to learn my body. That was my whole goal. I want to learn about this body. You know, just like people know about cars, I want to know about this body.
Hmm.
Do I really want to know? Because
Yeah.
I'm starting to go down the rabbit hole with this, but I'm learning so much, and there's so much more to learn, but it's fun. It's actually fun.
Yeah.
Because the knowledge of who I am and what I am, it's kind of cool. I mean, but it's
Hey, to go
something
down the rabbit hole. Just know when you gotta know when to come out.
I know.
Because I done been in many of them, and matter of fact, I'm about to go into one later on this week.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
but I think we like going there sometimes. Because we come out new people. I mean, a whole new person.
mhm,
And we get to share. That's what I like. I can share so much with people I just meet. Anybody I meet, I can talk about it,
mhm.
which
Yeah,
is good.
I'm amazed and really watching you, Sister Deetra, as it relates to you were almost at being a breatharian,
I know.
breatharian,
Well,
and then just such a deep um, exit
yeah,
from that to eating meat.
keto, keto, yeah.
Yeah, that is
Muted yourself? Did you mute yourself?
Oh, who?
I,
No,
I
not
I was
me.
hearing her. Maybe it's my internet connection. I'm sorry.
what you can't hear me.
You blanked out there for a minute, but it may be my internet connection.
Oh, okay. Do you hear me now?
I do.
Right. Yeah, but
Yeah,
you're all right.
yeah, because it would seem like you would have had some type of I'm gonna say the word reaction
Uh-huh.
from going from no meat to meat,
Right.
and do you still only eat once a day?
Once a day. That's it. Yep.
Yeah, that's amazing. And
It is.
yeah, God is amazing. The way He put this stuff that put us together.
Right.
Mm.
But you know what? Back in the day, I read this book, Eat Right for Your Blood Type. And that book told me that I should eat meat. And for my blood type, I should eat meat. So that kind of gave me a little cushion understand I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Maybe even better than I was.
Hmm.
Um,
So how are you feeling as
I'm
relates?
feeling great, and it seems like things are taking a turn for the better.
Okay. Hmm.
More energy, truly. Um, and I'm just, I'm giving myself time because time is going. It took me time to get to this stage of where I am now, so I'm giving myself time to get through all of this.
Hmm.
But so far, it's going pretty good,
Hmm.
so that's good. But thanks for bringing that up. And let's see, Sharon, do you ask what is my blood type? I'm O positive or O negative. I'm O something.
And I forgot mine too. I got to look it up. When you said that, I'm like, I forgot what my
Right.
blood type was.
And I know this lady that has a kit, and she's selling it too. And I gotta find out who she is, but I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna offer it to everybody if you want to know your blood type.
Hmm.
Okay, Sharonda says she's B positive.
Hmm. I don't know. I was wondering if you're when you're doing a blood uh analysis, you can't your system does not find out if a person what their blood type is.
No, but I'm going to get that system. Mine
Yeah.
don't right now, but I'm going
Okay.
to get it. So I'm going to be able to do it for everybody.
That's awesome.
I know, because it's so many things being created now that we can do and find out. It's like, whoo, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, we can do a lot.
Grand Rising, Joy. We haven't seen you in a minute.
Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Hey, ladies.
Right. You looking
I-
fresh.
Hey, what up, though?
Thank you. So, did you eat back to eating meat?
I'm back to eating meat.
What are you eating?
Woo-wee. No, I'm thinking about this steak that we had. It was so good and delicious. I'm like, wow. So steak, fish. Um, one thing I do is I make my own bone broth. So that's been really good. And I had that today. So,
What is
something
that?
else.
What is bone broth?
Oh, it's where I make a broth with bones from beef or turkey or lamb or whatever. I make a broth from those bones. So I
Okay.
boil them in water.
Mm-hmm.
Just water and seasoning. I put my own seasoning. It's so delicious. Um, so
Are you
that's
doing pork?
no pork. I stay away from that. Now I learned that 30 years ago to stay away from pork, so I don't use pork.
Hmm.
Yeah, so but I do other meats, the
How long
bones.
have you been eating meat? How long have you been back on meat?
I would say about 3 months. So
Okay.
it's been interesting because one thing about it is I learned about fruit. And I love my fruit. I think about it when I go to the grocery store, but I don't get it because those are carbs, carbohydrates. They're
So,
simple, but go ahead.
so you don't do any fruit?
No fruit. None. I do vegetables, but no fruit because they add to my carbohydrates and it raises my glucose levels. And so I try to stay within a healing percentage. And so I've been doing pretty good. I mean, I want,
Wow.
I want the healing to happen soon. So I gotta stay steadfast. Yeah.
So
Okay.
what's the difference? What difference are you experiencing? I know it's only been a few months.
Yeah. Well, one difference that's very that happens very quickly and steady is not wanting food. I mean, I don't get hungry anymore. I don't even remember last time I was hungry. So that's been a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to eat all day and because I'm hungry. I'm never hungry. So that's been a big change. And I don't go to the bathroom in the middle of the night ever. Um, that's a change too. Because I used to get up maybe at least once a week in the middle of the night, but that doesn't happen anymore. Let's see what else change that happens. Clarity of thought. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like we do the patches. Now we got some for that, but I know like if I'm into something, I want to be in that. If I'm doing something, I'm going to be focused.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. Like now, I ain't thinking about anything that's going on in my house, even though I hear stuff. But I'm focused on this show right now. So that's one good thing,
Mm-hmm.
being able to be focused on things I need to do.
Wow, that's amazing.
I know.
Can y'all hear me?
Oh
Now
yeah,
we do,
hey,
honey.
hey, honey.
Hey, it's amazing you talked about the carbs because I was talking to Chat GPT
Uh-huh.
about my weight and losing my stomach, and it kept saying
the carbs. She said, if you want to lose your stomach, you got to stay away from the carbs.
Yeah.
And so I was looking at calorie count, the calorie account intake, but not really the carbs. And it's amazing how much carbs is in everything.
Everything. I thought sugar was bad. Carbs are just as bad.
Yes, I put dates into that lived in that I got from Joy,
Uh-huh.
and I would put like 3 of them in there, sometimes 4, to give it that for my sweetener.
Okay.
And all the carbs just in one date blew me away.
Wow.
Blew me away. And then the fruit, you
Yeah.
know, the fish, I was just, buying like the breaded fish and I just throw it in the oven.
Mm,
How terrible that was.
I know that breading.
And carbs. I'm like, wow.
That's true. You're right.
So it's amazing how many carbs I was intaking. Even my drink that I thought was healthy, the green drink from
Yeah.
By the House, the carbs that's in that just in one glass. I'm like, it just it's like taking me on a whole nother, journey. And it told me to eat more protein. It kept telling me to eat meat. Like
Is
you
it
just said, it
so?
kept saying, no, eat you some meat, eat you some fish, eat you some chicken, the
Wow. You trying to
protein.
get away from it yourself?
Yeah. And I just started back eating meat, slowly but surely. Yep.
Yeah, that's interesting. Thank you
Mhm.
for sharing that, Lakeisha. And we have a hand, Sharonda.
Yeah, so y'all know I was on that program, but not on program. And I know we've also discussed on here, you got to do what's best for you and
Right.
your body. But the program was the 40-day turn up, and they wanted you to eat 4 times a day,
Ooh.
which is kind of a lot. And I know you're doing one a day now, but it's hard to do 4 times a day. But I would substitute it for the fruit or something else. But they wanted you to eat 4 ounces of meat, and
Mm-hmm.
then on the other side, they wanted you to basically cut out your starches, like the starchy carbs, for like
Okay.
40 days.
Okay.
And then you're supposed to, that other half is supposed to be substituted with vegetables and fruit. So, as much as you can handle. So when I did that, I definitely saw the pounds go down. I had lost like 10 pounds. I haven't been on the scale this year, but
Okay.
increasing the water intake and just it's a mindset thing, being more conscious of
Yeah.
what it is that we're eating. And Keisha was on somewhat of a fast when she would post all these pictures on Facebook talking about the devil tried to get me, going to the gas station, and they got all this stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? It is a mindset thing. I mean, just going, you can't, I haven't found anywhere, if y'all know where we can go, you can't really go to a fast food restaurant and eat like that.
It's out.
It
Totally
it
out.
just it's like not even really possible unless you're just gonna eat a salad. And who want to go to fast food and just eat a salad? So that would have to be, an off day. But doing that program, that 4 ounces of meat with the vegetables and the fruit, that worked for me. But it's a work in progress, and it's a like we talking about these mitochondria. It's a fight to have a healthy lifestyle. But Queen, guess what? People, oh, I'm gonna be the double 44 next couple weeks on my birthday. Don't none of us look whatever age we are, so we got to do what we can to take care of ourselves. As you know, I'm like I gotta get ready, but like y'all still see a glow. You
You
see what
look
I'm saying
beautiful.
here?
Yes.
So then I've also been watching somebody, and they're like, "Oh, wash your face with your fruit," and I'm eating the fruit, but then washing my face with. I ain't did nothing, but I'm like, I see a glow right now. I don't know about y'all. All right.
Good. Thank you for sharing, Sister Sharonda.
Stacy.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, Deetra, when you mentioned that eat for your blood type, and
Yeah.
that's what's good for your blood type, when I talked about know your numbers last week, and your blood tests and stuff like that, and what happened to me, because me too, I tried the keto diet for like 2.5 months, and I felt totally the opposite. I felt like my energy was sopped. Um,
Okay.
I started gaining weight. And when I did my numbers, my LDL was extremely high. It scared the crap out of me. Like I said, it scared me straight.
Right.
So while you guys were talking, I looked up my blood work and I found that my blood type was AB positive.
Oh.
And so I asked ChatGPT, I said, what diet is good for my blood type? Now, I never did this before today.
Okay.
And it says it's important to know that the scientific evidence supporting blood type diets is limited, but many people still use it as a guideline, as a wellness framework. But the foods often recommended for AB positive is vegetables, very beneficial, leafy greens, collards, broccoli, cucumber, sweet potato, beets, fruits, berries, grapefruit, cherries, figs, grapes, and the whole 9 yards. Now, as far as the proteins go, I wanted to stay on the keto, but I wanted to stay on the keto with the high protein, but not the high protein meat.
Okay.
And so it says for me, the proteins that are good for me is salmon, sardines, and tuna, turkey, eggs, tofu, and tempeh. I know that it was that cheese that did it, and those red meats and bacon and stuff like that. I was going ham on all of that stuff. And I know when I did it, how I felt it. That's why it prompted me to go get my blood work drawn, because I wanted to know if this was working for me.
For you.
And it is very beneficial for us to know what is good for each and every one of us. And then it says the dairy is usually tolerated, but better than other types. So I don't use dairy at all. But it says yogurt, kefir, and goat milk products. I don't drink animal milks, but the grains, which I do, and I started oats, rice, quinoa, spelt, and then healthy fats like olive oil, walnuts, and flax seeds, and then other things like corn, buckwheat, kidney beans, processed, and foods often suggested to limit, and that's corn, buckwheat, kidney beans, processed food, excess caffeine, and alcohol. So people with AB blood type are thought to do well on a balanced diet that combines plant foods, seafood, and lighter proteins, and the goal to support digestion and reduce inflammation to help the body produce energy more efficiency. And I found that so true for me, because when I started back eating my fruits and vegetables, I felt so much better. And it's just amazing how the opposite is true for you.
Yes,
and
exactly. But
all
thanks
need
for
to
pointing
find
out that
what works for us, because with our DNA, some of us are allergic to certain foods, some of us aren't.
right.
Some of it could cause bloating in your body, and some don't. Some people have gluten tolerances and other things like that. So I just think it's very important for us to know our bodies and know them numbers.
Yeah, thank you for pointing that out, especially that it's different for each of us and for our bodies. But one thing, it seemed like across the board, we should cut sugar. I think it make sure
Absolutely.
it should be cut.
Those processed carbs is the killers.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think that there's two types of carbs. And if I eat, like I said before on one of our shows, if I eat a lot of watermelon, mangoes, and a lot of different kind of fruits that have a lot of carbs in it, my blood sugars go up really high. But I noticed what I've been eating lately is papaya. It's in season. I'm mixing papaya and strawberries, and those are very low on the index scale as far as the sugar content is. And when I eat papaya and strawberries together, and I add hemp seeds and pumpkin seeds to it, my sugars barely move, because the hemp seeds and the pumpkin seeds have that protein in it. So it balances out those sugars. So there's ways that you can balance out those carbs that are so-called good for you, but there are higher index carbs that, you just got to, if you're wearing a continuous glucose monitor, you can see what it does. And the most important thing I think is when it goes up, as long as it comes down within 2 hours back down to a normal range, your body tolerates it well.
Yeah.
Now I heard that papaya is good for your digestive system.
Yeah, I read that this morning. The seeds. My daughter liked the seeds. She put the seeds in her shake. And I looked at the seeds. I'm like, that's gross. They look like fish eggs. So I Okay,
Right,
here you
right,
had the
right.
seeds. I'll take the papaya. But when I tell you that papaya, oh my gosh, when I went to Hawaii, the papaya in Hawaii, oh my gosh, it's so good.
Mm,
I didn't even know it was papaya. And I'm like, why is this cantaloupe so orange? It's like,
Right.
mm.
it's not cantaloupe. I'm like, what is this?
Fire.
And ever since then, I hated it when I first tried it. My friend said, yeah, get that, try that. I tasted it. I'm like, ugh, that's nasty. But when I went to Hawaii, that changed my whole mindset about papaya. And papaya is one of those good fruit that don't have a lot of sugar in it, but
Right.
it's still on the sweetness side.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
good.
wow.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
That's what it feel like. Oh, it feel like that sometimes. But it's like a trial and error. Like, oh, it's too much work sometimes.
I know, but oh, yeah, but we are in control. We got power. We got the creator knows how to help us get through this if
Mhm.
we stay focused.
Yeah.
So I thank you all for listening to me on mitochondria. But I do want to remind you that it's an important part of who we are, mitochondria, and it's good to know a little bit about it. And as we go through life, just keep in mind that mitochondria is working and we can do things to help it work better. So,
Hmm. My question is, has have you ever heard anyone say that pork was good for them, was beneficial in any kind of way?
Nope, never heard of.
other than them saying it tastes good, that's
Yeah.
Never heard of.
Right, right, right. I've never, yeah.
no, I haven't either.
Hmm. That's something
One
else.
thing that I do like pork, I just stay away from it.
Yeah,
We all like pork.
When
ham
I
was
smell
my
that
favorite.
bacon cooking,
Some kind, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Bacon,
love it, but
skins, shoot, pork chops.
I'm scared of them.
But it's interesting. I would always get a headache when I ate pork, so I knew it was something with it with me that I should not eat because I always got a headache, always,
Hmm.
without a doubt.
Oh, porky.
Mm, mm-mm.
I
Oh,
remember my
porky
pastor used
pig.
to say all the time, like in the Old Testament, they were forbidden to eat pork. But in the
Yeah.
New Testament, they say God cleansed old porky.
And my dad eats it every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
See,
Every
that's
day.
wonderful. Some people can
It's
deal with it.
crazy. Now I definitely can see the worms in them though.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, I can see, yeah. But he eats
Mm.
it every day.
What the pork? What do he eat? Like bacon or?
Bacon, sausage. Yeah, he eats breakfast every day, so he usually does like a sausage or a bacon patty
Okay.
I
every
remember this one
morning.
guy I used to take care of. He was older. He was in his 90s, and he used to eat bacon and eggs every day too. And
Hmm.
Mm.
I'm like, wow, okay.
He's eating salami now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I can't do that. I don't know what you made of.
I know, right? That's funny.
And breakfast sausage tastes so good, and bacon. But when I eat it, I feel terrible afterwards.
Yep, I feel bad. Yep.
Terrible.
Hmm.
I feel
Yeah.
like somebody gave me a disease.
This
That's
this
A
vegan
disease.
this vegan restaurant, they make vegan snoots.
Mm-hmm. What's that?
I just
what are
stopped
snoots? Like some
nose of the pig.
Oh, that's
humma
big.
humma. Oh, vegan though. Oh God.
Vegan.
Even
Yep.
the thought.
Right. 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 We will eat all of that doggone pig.
Well, I know when when I started going vegetarian and my aunt and my mom, it was like you were raised on that. We've been eating that. What's wrong with that and stuff? And I said, well, yeah, now you're on high blood pressure. You're on
Right.
you're on
Right.
you're
Yeah.
on all this stuff. Yeah, we ate it, but I mean, my mom would make the tongue
Yeah.
and make a well, something where a sandwich, make a sandwich with that. We ate chitterlings
Yeah.
and the one thing I did know is that my mom would clean the heck out of them, but still, and my favorite meat, my mom would make us on our birthday. We all would she would make whatever your favorite meal was.
Oh,
That
nice.
was going,
Okay.
yeah. And mine was always ham.
Okay.
Always ham. I mean, I could taste ham right now. I don't eat it, but that
Right.
was my favorite. And that I had to give up, is that ham. But yeah, but I said, yeah, but you're sitting here with all these pills that you're trying to figure out how many blood pressures you
Right.
got to take and what do you have to take. All the elders were sitting around the table at one of the
Yes.
reunions we had,
Mm-hmm.
and all of them brought out their medications, all their
Mm-hmm.
pills. Well, what are you taking? What are you taking? And
Mm-hmm.
we're standing there looking at them like, oh my God, is that what we have to look forward
Yeah, to
to?
balance you out. Yep.
A lot of people don't realize that, a lot of the diseases that we get as we age or when we get older is because it takes 10 to 15, 25, 30 years for them to show up as a result of
Exactly.
what you
That's
did for the
true.
past 30 years.
Yeah,
Some people think like, oh, what happened all of a sudden? I've been doing this all of my life. I've been eating this all of my life. Well, that's what happened. Some
that's
things
Exactly.
happen because you've been doing it for too long, and all of a sudden it says, hey, I don't want it anymore. So I'm going to show up as cancer. I'm going to show up as high blood pressure.
Right.
I'm going to show up as kidney disease, liver function problem, because you've been overworking me all of these years and I can't take it no more.
mm-hmm,
Exactly. Great, great, great point. Ooh,
mm-hmm. Say, I'm gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
that's right. I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna
Gotcha now. And now you got to think back, okay, what have you been doing? Because I often think a lot about like my grandmother who had dementia, my mom, and I was really thinking of what did her diet consist of?
right.
What was it that she ate? How can I go back and see what it was that caused her and led her up to this dementia stuff? And the only thing I could think of, she used to fry foods all the time, and she used to use
Uh-huh.
Blue Bonnet or Imperial, and
Yeah,
that
Okay.
stuff is like toxic.
yeah,
Right.
And then when I
Margarine.
learned that, I'm like, I stopped. I said, okay, if I'm going to eat that kind of butter, well, they call it butter, but it's not. It's a vegetable spread that's not even really made of vegetables.
Right.
You might as well eat the butter because the butter, at least it's made from a human, from it's a whole
Animal.
food product.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, trying
That
to
is
trying to
amazing. And even when you mentioned the olive oil, Gundry, he always talking about olive oil, but it
Yeah.
has to be a certain kind of olive oil. So
Right.
you change one thing, okay, I'll change this, but then either you're dealing with your budget or the lack of knowledge,
Right.
I think Gundry's
and you
saying all that
still,
stuff because he want to sell his to you.
well, yeah, right, that
Exactly.
too.
Like if you get
Um,
it cold pressed, no matter where you get it from, if it's cold pressed, okay. But if you can just eliminate that, just eat the olive.
I know.
Press the oil out of it yourself. Put it in the pan. Get your own olive press.
see, see,
You know, this has been a
I'm,
wonderful.
I'm not that. Go ahead. I know you need to close.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're at the hour already, so I didn't want to go over,
Right.
but you can make your last point.
I didn't have one.
Oh, okay, okay. But I just want to say thanks to all of you who have attended, showing your faces or voice or whatever. It's appreciated. It means a lot to me and Nurse Stacy. Um, so please if you can just carry the thoughts or the teaching or the learning that came across today, take it with you. Because we'll be back again. We're gonna come back and share some more. Yay. But in the meantime, let's give ourselves a hug because we need some love too. We can hug ourselves and kiss ourselves because we're special. And let's hug the world. Ooh, we got so much to give. Each and every one of us has so much to give. And let's sprinkle the love down.
Good
Yes.
seeing everybody.
Great to see you all.
Peace out.